Hey moviegoers! Welcome back to our channel, your ultimate destination for all things cinema. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Alex.
Action!
I can't help it. I love you.
Forrest, you don't know what love is.
Today we're diving deep into one of the most beloved films of all time, Forrest Gump.
That's right, Jamie. This 1994 classic, directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring the incredible Tom Hanks and Sally Field, is a treasure trove of amazing facts, unforgettable moments, and behind-the-scenes magic.
So sit back, relax, and let's run through the story of Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump is not just a movie, it's a cultural phenomenon. Released on July 6, 1994, this film quickly became a box office hit, grossing over $678 million worldwide. To put that in perspective, that's over $1 billion today when adjusted for inflation. The film's success was unprecedented for a drama of its kind.
And it didn't stop there.
The Oscar goes to Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump.
Thank you.
Forrest Gump went on to win 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director for Robert Zemeckis, and Best Actor for Tom Hanks. It was a clean sweep that night, showcasing the film's impact and excellence.
Let's not forget the Golden Globe Awards, where it won Best Motion Picture Drama, and Tom Hanks also took home Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. The film's universal appeal and critical acclaim are a testament to its storytelling and performances. The accolades it received cemented its place in cinematic history.
It's truly impressive how a film that blends humor, drama, and historical events could capture the hearts of audiences and critics alike. Its storytelling was unique, intertwining personal narratives with major historical events, which added depth and context to Forrest's life story.
Speaking of Tom Hanks, his portrayal of Forrest Gump is nothing short of legendary. Did you know that he initially turned down the role? It was only after a heartfelt pitch from Zemeckis that he reconsidered. Hanks took on the role, bringing a depth and authenticity that truly defined the character.
And Sally Field, who played Forrest's mother, delivered a performance that was both nurturing and strong.
I happen to believe you make your own destiny. You have to do the best with what God gave you.
Interestingly, Sally Field is only 10 years older than Tom Hanks. Their on-screen chemistry and the mother-son dynamic they created were both believable and touching.
Field's character gave us some of the most memorable quotes in the movie, including,
"Life was like a box of chocolates."
This line has since become iconic, symbolizing the film's underlying themes of unpredictability and optimism.
Hanks and Field's performances were so powerful that they transcended the screen, creating characters that audiences would remember and cherish for decades. Their ability to convey deep emotional connections through subtle and nuanced acting is a testament to their talent.
Forrest Gump is filled with unforgettable scenes, from running across the country to meeting presidents. But what makes these scenes even more special is the groundbreaking use of CGI. Forrest shaking hands with JFK, pure movie magic created with the latest technology of the time.
Congratulations. How does it feel to be an All-American?
Very good, sir.
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I gotta pee.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
The film's seamless integration of Forrest into historical footage was revolutionary. This innovative use of CGI allowed Forrest to interact with iconic figures like John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, and John Lennon, blending fiction with reality in a way that had never been seen before.
And it wasn't just the historical figures. The visual effects team also created stunning landscapes and transitions that helped tell Forrest's epic journey across America. These effects were so advanced for the time that they set a new standard for Hollywood.
This technological achievement didn't go unnoticed. The film won the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, solidifying its place in cinematic history. The visual storytelling was enhanced by these effects, making the audience believe in Forrest's incredible journey.
Another key element that made Forrest Gump a timeless classic is its soundtrack. The film features an incredible collection of songs that span the decades, perfectly capturing the era's essence and mood.
From Elvis Presley to The Doors, the soundtrack is a musical journey through the 50s, 60s, and 70s, reflecting the cultural and historical moments portrayed in the film. Each song was carefully chosen to enhance the narrative and evoke the right emotions.
The film's music was so influential that it won the Grammy Award for Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media. It's rare for a movie soundtrack to become as iconic as the film itself, but Forrest Gump achieved just that.
And who could forget the use of Sweet Home Alabama?
And well, we was like family, Jenny and me.
The song became synonymous with that incredible scene, further cementing its place in pop culture.
Behind-the-scenes stories are always fun, and Forrest Gump has its fair share. For example, Tom Hanks wasn't paid up front for his role. Instead, he took a percentage of the profits, which turned out to be a very smart move. His gamble paid off tremendously.
And those iconic running scenes, they weren't all Hanks. His brother, Jim Hanks, served as his running double for many of the long-distance shots. This little-known fact adds another layer to the film's production story, showing the collaborative effort behind the scenes.
Action!
During the Vietnam War scenes, the production team used real explosives and pyrotechnics to create a realistic battle environment. The attention to detail was so intense that the actors felt like they were in an actual war zone. This realism added depth to the film's portrayal of the war. Hey Jamie, hit pause for a sec.
You got it!
Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. Now back to the show. The film also kickstarted several careers. Robin Wright, who played Jenny, went on to star in House of Cards, earning critical acclaim and numerous awards for her role as Claire Underwood. Her performance in Forrest Gump showcased her range as an actress.
Run, Forrest, run!
Gary Sinise, who portrayed Lieutenant Dan, continued to have a successful acting career and founded the Gary Sinise Foundation, which supports veterans and their families. His portrayal of Lieutenant Dan is considered one of the most impactful performances in the film, bringing a raw and emotional depth to the character.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Mike Kelty Williamson, who played Bubba, became a beloved character, and his career saw a significant boost post-Forrest Gump. His role highlighted the depth and variety of characters within the film, each contributing to its rich narrative. The filming locations for Forrest Gump are as iconic as the movie itself. The scenes span across the United States, capturing the diverse landscapes and historic sites that Forrest traverses in his journey.
One of the most famous locations is the bench in Chippewa Square, Savannah, Georgia. This is where Forrest recounts his life story to strangers, and it has since become a pilgrimage site for fans of the film.
The Vietnam War scenes were filmed on Fripp Island, South Carolina. The lush tropical setting provided a convincing stand-in for Vietnam. The use of real locations added authenticity to the film's portrayal of the war.
Forrest's running scenes took place in various locations, including the Grandfather Mountain in North Carolina, Glacier National Park in Montana, and Monument Valley in Utah. These scenic spots highlighted the beauty of America and symbolized Forrest's epic journey.
The Gump House, where Forrest and his mother lived, was built specifically for the film on a plantation in Yemassee, South Carolina. Although the house was a set piece and not a real home, it felt incredibly authentic and became an iconic part of the film.
And so we designed this beautiful, stately boarding house. When I brought Sally Field out there for the first time, she took a look and said, "My, what a beautiful place." And I said, "Yeah, we just finished building it." And she said, "You mean this place isn't real?"
These locations not only provided beautiful backdrops, but also helped ground the story in real, tangible places, making Forrest's journey feel all the more real and relatable.
Before we wrap up, let's touch on some lesser-known facts. For example, the role of Bubba was almost played by Dave Chappelle, but he turned it down because he thought the film would flop. Can you imagine anyone else in that role now?
Another interesting tidbit is that the young Forrest, played by Michael Connor Humphreys, actually inspired Tom Hanks' Southern accent.
I'm Forrest Gump.
I'm Dorothy Harris.
Well, now we ain't strangers anymore.
Hanks spent time with Humphreys to perfect the way Forrest would speak, making the character's voice authentic and endearing.
Also, the feather that appears at the beginning and end of the film is not CGI. It was a real feather filmed in slow motion, adding a touch of realism to the film's poetic elements. This small detail added to the film's charm and symbolic storytelling.
And did you know that Winston Groom, the author of the novel Forrest Gump, based the character loosely on a real person? While the real-life inspiration didn't go through the same extraordinary experiences, it adds another layer to the film's rich backstory.
These fun facts and behind-the-scenes stories make Forrest Gump a film that continues to resonate with audiences around the world, reminding us of the power of storytelling and the impact of a well-made film. Now that we've covered the facts and behind-the-scenes magic of Forrest Gump, let's take a moment to share our personal opinions about the film and its impact on culture and society.
Absolutely. Forrest Gump is one of those rare films that has left a lasting impression on audiences worldwide. Personally, I think it's a masterpiece. The way it weaves historical events with Forrest's personal journey is both unique and compelling. It's a film that makes you laugh, cry, and think deeply about life.
I couldn't agree more, Jamie. What I love most about Forrest Gump is its heart. It's a story about love, perseverance, and the idea that anyone can make a difference, no matter their background or abilities. Forrest's innocence and unwavering optimism are refreshing and inspiring. The film's message is timeless, reminding us of the importance of kindness and resilience.
From a cultural perspective, Forrest Gump has had a significant impact. The film's quotes, like "Life is like a box of chocolates," have entered everyday language. The character of Forrest has become a symbol of simplicity and honesty. The movie also sparked discussions about the portrayal of historical events and the blending of fiction with reality.
It's interesting how the film addresses major historical moments through Forrest's eyes, providing a unique perspective. This approach makes history accessible and personal, allowing viewers to connect with events on a deeper level. The film's ability to humanize history is one of its greatest strengths.
Now, the big question: should Forrest Gump be rebooted or have a sequel? Personally, I think the film stands perfectly on its own. It tells a complete story that doesn't need further exploration. A reboot or sequel might risk diluting the original's charm and impact.
I agree. While there's always curiosity about what happened to Forrest and the other characters after the credits rolled, sometimes it's best to leave things to the imagination. The beauty of Forrest Gump lies in its open-ended nature. It's a film that invites viewers to draw their own conclusions and reflect on their own lives.
Plus, reboots and sequels often struggle to capture the magic of the original. Forrest Gump's success was a perfect storm of brilliant acting, innovative storytelling, and heartfelt direction. Replicating that would be incredibly challenging.
In the end, Forrest Gump is a cinematic gem that has earned its place in film history. It's a movie that continues to resonate with new generations, proving that great storytelling is timeless. So while we may be curious about a reboot or sequel, let's appreciate the original for the masterpiece it is.
Well said, Alex. And with that, we've come to the end of our deep dive into Forrest Gump. We hope you enjoyed this journey through one of the most beloved films of all time. Thanks for watching, moviegoers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.
If you like this video, check out some of our others all about the big screen.